Hello everyone, it's Carrie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a card and I'm going to be using some die cuts that I used from a previous card a couple of videos back. And I just wanted to share with you what I'm doing with the rest of the scraps or die cuts that were left over. So I've got this little frame and this hugs die that was left over from this card here. This is the shaker card that I made, like I said, a few cards back. And so I'm going to be using the leftovers from it, and I'm also going to be making another shaker using this card, or using these pieces here. So we're going to start off by, I've got a piece of white cardstock here, and that's going to be the backer of my shaker here. And we're going to go ahead and prep our acetate sheet here. And this, I like this acetate. This is from Studio Calico, and they sell these in sheets, 6x6 sheets. And I'm sorry, I thought my cat walked in my room. So they sell them in the 6x6 sheets. I believe there's like 10 sheets to a pack, but they've got a protective film on both sides of it, which I really do like. So I've gone ahead and die cut that down and adhered that to my little frame piece here. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my foam adhesive to my frame. And of course I'm using the Scotch foam tape for this. And I'm going to double up my foam adhesive, and to make the shaker bits or shaker pieces move pretty freely, I'm going to double this up, but I'm going to cut the strip, or the long strip, in half, and to make two pieces, and that will cut down a little bit on as much as the amount of adhesive that I'm using. So I'm using my Tim Holtz scissors here to cut this in half. And I really do like these scissors. These are the long handled ones, or I forgot the exact name of these scissors, but I'll have them listed below in case you're interested in finding them or whatever. So I like them because they have that coating on there, so where the sticky stuff doesn't stick to the blades, which I really do like. So I'm going to go ahead and add the second piece to my first piece that I laid down. And I'm just going to go ahead and continue to do this on all four sides of my frame. So you can see that I've completed that here. And now I'm taking my powder tool here, and I'm just going to go along the edges of the foam tape. And this is supposed to prevent the shaker bits from sticking on the inside too much. Now, it's not a foolproof thing. They do stick sometimes, but it's a lot better than if you don't do this, I feel. So I really do like this tip. If you don't have one of these power tools, you could definitely probably use maybe like a powder bag, or maybe even a dryer sheet. I would try that too and see if that works as well. So now I'm going to add my shaker bits, my sequins, and I'm using all Pretty Pink Posh sequins. Mainly I'm going to be using the iridescent ones. So I'm going to be using some of the blue, the green, and the pink. And I really do love these iridescent sequins. I really do think they're beautiful. And they really do add something to, something different to your sequin collection. So if you haven't picked these up, I highly recommend them. They're just really pretty. So, and I'm going to be adding some of the black, just to tie in the black of the background of the pieces that we've already made, the die cut piece, and of course the frame. So, and I'm obviously going to add some sparkling clear. I'm using the small and the large. I forget my sizes. I believe this is the 8mm and I'm not sure what the 4mm, yeah, 4 and 8mm sparkling clear. I also added a few flowers. Now the flowers are not Pretty Pink Posh. I believe those are from Lawn Fawn, from some of their mixes that they've brought out. But I added 3 of those, and I added more, just a little bit more. I added some mint flat sequins, and just a little bit more of the pink iridescent. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the backings of my foam tape and adhere my white cardstock piece. And you can see how that's turned out, a really full shaker. I didn't want to get this too full because I wanted the pieces, of course, to move around really freely. And of course, I didn't want the I wanted the piece, the white cardstock piece, to fit, pretty good on there too. So if you filled it up too much, it probably wouldn't shake around as easy. So now we're going to go ahead and add the die cut to the front of the shaker. And I'm going to be using my multi-matte in the medium finish for this. And of course I've got it in my little, well, it's in the same bottle, but the nozzle I've changed. And if you hear my little kitty, she's very vocal today. I don't know what the deal is, but if you can hear her, she's so funny. My goodness. But she just wants to be heard today. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and add some dots of adhesive to my die cut. And then I'm going to go ahead and add that to the front of the piece here. And once I've got that placed down, I'm going to take my acrylic block and just going to place that over the die cut, so it will have something a little bit more substantial and heavy while it dries. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that, make sure that's all good and adhered in place. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my block on top there. And we're going to go ahead and prep our card base. This is a piece of white Stemper Select white cardstock, scored at 4 1/4 to make a 5.5 by 4 A2 size card, 4 1/4 by 5.5 card. And I'm just going to score that with my Teflon bone folder. And I'm going to go ahead and add some liquid glue. And I'm going to use the Tombow Mono adhesive for this, because this will allow me to line it up really good. Since this is the same size as my card base, it's going to allow me to have a little bit more wiggle room to move it around and get it lined up correctly. So there we go. That's pretty much the card. It's basically a full shaker, but I just wanted to show you how you could use up some of the pieces once you die cut something and you want to keep your pieces. I just like to use up all the scraps that I can. So anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye-bye.